Hey guys, welcome back to Penny Pinch Projects. If you're new here, my name is Belle, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a 2020 goal board. Yes, a goal board. That's what we're going to do, so Happy New Year, and this is the very first video of the year, so make sure you're subscribed because you're definitely not going to miss what I have planned for 2022. And make sure you turn on that bell so you can be the very first one to watch my new videos, and let's get into it. So to start off, I'll make it in 2020 Go board. I have to head to Walmart because I got to pick up, I'm going to be using mine out of foam board. So I'm going to head to Walmart, or you can go to Dollar Tree and pick up some foam board. So yeah, let's go. I am at Walmart and they have different foams. Like there's this one right here, but it's by Pen and Gear. And it has the grid on the back. Then there is this one, which is by Elmer's, and it's $3.44. No, it's $1.77. Elmer's. And then you can also get black, which is $2.97 for one, or you can just get this for 88 cents by Ross. So I think I'm gonna go with this one just because it's on the cheaper side. And yep. So we're gonna get two of these. Okay guys, so I am back and I picked up my foam board. I got two just in case I decided to use two. But that's all I had to pick up. So you can definitely use stencils, permanent marker, or if you know how to hand letter or your cursive writing is good. But since this girl does not know how to hand letter, or her cursive just is ugh, I'm going to be using my Cricut. It's just gonna be so much easier, so much faster, and actually get a fancy aesthetic look to it. So that's what I'm going to be using today is my Cricut, but by no means do you have to use a Cricut too. So I was debating whether using Cricut washi tape sheets, but because of the pattern, I think it's really going to take away from everything, and it's going to be distracting to like read everything and like focus your eyes on it. So I think I'm gonna go with vinyl, and you can use permanent or you can use removable. I think it really just depends on what colors I have in here. I have silver, gold, pink, like all the rainbow colors, silver and gold. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to use. Got my foam board over here and my goals listed right here on my journal. And we're just going to get making it. So I'm going to put my phone recording here, and I'm just going to log into Cricut Design Space on my phone and do it there. So what I'm first going to do is take a shape, and I'm going to take a square. My board measures 30 inches tall by 20 inches wide. So I'm just going to take my square and fit it to the correct sizing. I actually need to unlock. Okay, that's close enough. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my first goal, and the font that I'm using is script, so it is the brush script. And I'm gonna type it in. So my first goal is to reach 50K subscribers by the end of this year. So 50K subs by end of 2022. And I'm actually going to change the color. So for now, I'm just going to use white. And then I'm just gonna put it on there. I'm gonna get all mine typed out and then I'll come back to you. But before I do that, I do want to tell you that when you are doing it, so your category is goals. And you can do like goals of 2022, goals of 2020, goals of 22, however you want to word it. So that's your category. And then under that is your subcategories, which is all your goals that you want to do. Like 50K subscribers by the end of 2022, or read my whole Bible by the end of this year. So, and then under that is your micro categories. So your micro categories is plans that you have to take, actions that you have to take to reach your goals. So read my whole Bible. So I just typed in read Bible in 1 year chronological order, and websites popped up and you click on them and it gives you the plan of what book you need to read today and what chapters out of that book do you need to read today. And that's the plan to achieve that goal. You can't just sit on the couch and expect your goals to be reached, because it's just not gonna happen. You have to put actions behind the affirmations. So, yes. So that's up to you. I'm just gonna do my category goals and then my subcategories of each goal that I want to achieve this year. But if you want to do goals, each of your goals, and then under each goal is what actions do I need to take to reach this goal. But I'm just going to use one board. If you're going to do all three, use the two boards, but I think I'm just going to use one and just write all of my goals on there. Okay, now that I have all my goals typed up, I'm going to put little boxes, or you could do like stars or whatever shape, heart, whatever. That way, as you complete each goal, you can take a marker and color the box in or color the shape in. I just think that really adds to having a goal board, and it just makes it's so more special. Now that I have the boxes and the words done, I'm going to move on to the headline. So I finished and added the numbers 22 on the top, just to add a little bit of pizzazz to it. And so I'm going to do the word goals one color, the numbers one color, and then my goals one color. And I think I will probably use the washi tape on the numbers and then just some removable vinyl for everything else. So I'm going to go get this cut out and weeded. So cue the montage. I finished cutting and weeding everything out, and I'm about to turn y'all on overhead, that way y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. But just a tip first is to make sure that you're using masking tape. Regular transfer tape is probably going to ruin your foam board, so use masking tape because it's just a gentler transfer tape. And then to help us align onto our foam board, I'm going to just be using the straight edge ruler. That way I can get everything precise and straight. Then the next thing would be make sure that you're putting no pressure onto the board because you'll dent it. Take it from somebody who has done that. When I made my 2020 gold board, it had like dents all in it. So I'm going to turn y'all overhead and we're going to put this together. So let's go. So I got my goals transferred onto this masking tape, and I'm going to take my ruler, make sure it's straight, then I'm going to turn this over just like this. I'm doing it backwards, that way I'm not putting pressure on the board. And I'm just going to eyeball it and press it down. Just like that. Then I'm going to take my scraper and just go over it. And then peel it off. Just like that. Now I'm going to do that to all of it. Then I'm going to do these two on this side. And with washi tape, you can just take some tweezers and then peel it off and stick it on, that's totally up to you. And the good thing about washi tape is if you mess up, you can easily take it off and remove it, place it somewhere else if you mess up. Now that that's done, I'm going to flip it over. Now I'm going to take my goals and my ruler and make sure I have it on there straight. And my tip would be stand up and look at it, because when you stand up you can really tell if it's straight or not. And then I'm going to take my gold and some transfer tape. I'm probably off screen because the board is so big. But I'm just taking my transfer tape off. And putting it on here. Scrape it down. Flip it over, scrape it back, and peel. I find with cursive fonts it can be a little bit difficult because with all the curves and just the fanciness of it compared to like simple letters, but it should come off pretty easy. Then I'm going to take my board, take this. Now I know I have it straight on my grid line paper, so I just have to make sure that I get it straight on here. And my tip is, again, stand up when you're doing this. I think I'm going to move it up just a tad. Okay. And I'll make sure I have it in the center. Lay it down. Then I'm just going to scrape over it. That's what I'm going to do to each and every one until we're done. You can do different colors, different fonts, and you don't just have to have Cricut. Like if you have like other brand die cutting machines, but I have a Cricut. Just like that. I feel like I got that crooked. Did I get that crooked? I feel like I got that crooked. Like that part's crooked. That's funny. No, I think it looks good. And then you're just gonna keep moving down. So by the end of the year, I want to have 50,000 subscribers. And yeah, each and every one of you make that possible for me. And literally that just be a dream come true. And I love crafting and creating neat, unique stuff for you guys, and actually being able to show you and hopefully inspire you to do that, to come up with your own ideas. So subscribe now while you can become a penny pinching OG. Now I'm going to take my next one. Scrape the front, scrape the back, same process. And then peel. And you can't see me. I'll try to move the board up a bit. This is really simple too. I think doing it with the Cricut is just so much easier, and you can get just a cleaner finish. So again, taking my next one. Making sure it's in the center. And then it's lined up. And then just place it right down. Then I'm going to scrape it. Peel it straight off like that. For some reason, I think it's because the S's, it looks crooked. So for this year too, I want to end the year off with 5 sponsorships on YouTube. So whether that's like a die cutting machine brand or like a crocheting brand, because I do different crafts on this channel, but I want to end the year with 5 sponsorships. So just same process. Now my next goal is, if you don't know, I have a Etsy shop. So on my Etsy shop, I sell like decals, crochet things, just kind of like a little bit of everything. using my Cricut. So by the end of this year, I'm gonna reach 1,000 sales. And whether it's from you guys, and bringing new people in too, I want to reach 1,000 sales on Etsy by the end of this year. That is it, guys. Look at that. You cannot tell me that looks amazing. That is just unbelievable. I did nick it with the roller, but that is so cool. And that's it, literally. Now I'm going to hang this up. You can use either jute rope or nautical rope from the Dollar Tree, or if you want to use wall mounting tape or twine. I think I'm going to use nautical rope, or you can even use a piece of yarn. So I'm going to go grab that and some super glue. I would not advise using hot glue because you'll probably melt the foam. So I'm going to go grab some super glue, which you can also pick up from the Dollar Tree. So super glue and nautical rope from the Dollar Tree. So flip it and hang it right here. So that just depends on how long you want it. And that's it, guys. Look. Oh my gosh. That looks so high end. And that is it, y'all. I am very excited on how this turned out. It just looks so more aesthetic and high end. And that's what we're all about here at Paint Bench Projects. And all I had to buy was this foam board, which was only 88 cents. So it really didn't cost me anything. And it looks like I bought it from the store. And yeah, this is how it turned out. I used washi tape for the numbers. I used removable vinyl for the goals word, and then permanent vinyl for my actual goals. So I used all three, so really they all work great. So it's up to you to choose which one you want to use, and like different prints, different colors. I always say this, but get creative, miniatures, so make it personalized to you. And yeah, I think go boards work just a whole lot more efficiently than vision boards. That's my personal opinion, but something about putting photos on a board, that just doesn't really do anything, so to speak. I think making go boards, you're actually making like affirmations, and like you're being held accountable for this because you're seeing this every day, people are seeing it, and you want to be like honest with yourself, and that you were honest with yourself by the end of the year. And I think adding these boxes to the board, like you can color it in, it just makes it so much more enjoyable. And yeah, I know we're already halfway through January, but I thought it's either now or never making this goal board with you guys. So let me know in the comments down below what your top 3 goals for 2022 are, and I'll make sure to hold you accountable, and I hope you'll hold me accountable too. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, do me a huge favor and give it a big thumbs up for me. That really helps me out a lot. And if you haven't already, become a Penny Pinching OG by subscribing, and make sure that you hit that bell. That way you know every time I post a new video. a high-end creation on a shoestring budget video. So make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.